Hello and welcome to Advances and Emergent Needs in Paleogeoscience Cyber Infrastructure, a webinar series organized by C4P. C4P, Collaboration in Cyber Infrastructure for Paleogeosciences, is an EarthCube research coordination network supported by the National Science Foundation. I'm Leslie Shee and I'll be the moderator today. In today's talk, we have one presentation, about 20 minutes, with time for questions afterwards. If you have any questions, just send them through the WebEx chat window to the Research Coordination Network's participant, and I'll read them aloud after the presentation. You can send a question at any time. All presentations and follow-up discussion will be publicly archived on the EarthCube website and at the C4P YouTube channel at youtube.com/Cyber4Paleo. Our first presentation today is by Katelyn, Verner, and Rebecca Bobick. They'll be speaking about the TimeScale creator. So I will pass the screen share to you and just click on the pop-up window and begin when ready. All right, looks great.
All right, awesome. If at any point you can't hear me very well, just stop us. We don't have a microphone, so we're just trying to speak loudly. So my name is Katelyn Verner, and my presenting partner today is Rebecca Bobick.
Hi.
And we're filling in for Dr. James Ogg as he's in Australia this semester, so he's in the middle of sleeping or just getting up now, so he couldn't make the presentation. We're going to talk to you today about the geologic timescale and Earth history visualization through TimeScale Creator. And as a quick overview before we get started, we're going to discuss what the TimeScale Creator team has accomplished thus far, what we're doing right now, and where we hope to go in the future. So Dr. Ogg, his wife Gabi Ogg, and Dr. Gradstein have been the main pursuers of creating TimeScale Creator. Dr. Ogg's specialties lie in paleomagnetism, ocean drilling, integrated timescales, and working with the International Commission on Stratigraphy. In 2012, Gradstein, Schmidt, and the Oggs published the Geologic Timescale 2012 in 2 volumes. And of course, this was done with the collaboration of many scientists with many backgrounds. And the geologic timescale is a constantly changing entity that will need constant updating. And so this is where we hope TimeScale Creator comes in. It can allow easy updating of data as the dating techniques change over the years and as dating techniques get better. So now I'm going to hand it over to Rebecca to review some of the different aspects of TimeScale Creator.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Bobick. TimeScale Creator is a free Java program available to the public that allows users to view internal data packs and external data packs. And if they get the private version, they can compile their own data packs and compare them all together in a standard setting. Currently, TimeScale Creator's internal database involves over 20,000 event ages and over 300 stratigraphic columns that include paleomagnetics, sea level sequences, global reconstructions, microfossils, macrofossils, and even human evolution. The settings available in TimeScale Creator allow you to choose different time intervals, whether in millions of years or in different geologic stages. Allows you to use the USGS or international timescale, and you can choose through a menu of columns, as seen here on the left side, that allow you to go through the subdirectories and turn on and off columns as you wish, and also display whether or not they are in the currently selected time interval. As you can see here, several are in red that say no data in time interval, so that you understand that it's not available to you. Also, there are 5 different formatting options, as we can see on the right side here, which include font changes, changing the title, changing column width, and also display references and hyperlinks on the lower area. And if you press generate, you get a custom chart. As you can see, we have our time interval displayed on the left side, and our different columns. For instance, in this situation, there is our geomagnetic polarity and our forums, and also a global reconstruction available to us to be seen. We can also zoom in and out, or we can adjust it to have a one-to-one scale. There are not only paleomagnetics and different types of block columns available to us, but we also have first occurrences, last occurrences, and different zone markers available throughout the internal data pack of TimeScale Creator. Currently being displayed are first occurrences and last occurrences, which are denoted by up and down arrows. And we also have different images for each fossil for easy identification. We can also display different fossil information via evolutionary trees. Evolutionary trees are handy and show not only the range of the fossils, but also branches from how they've evolved from their ancestors. Evolutionary trees can be turned on and off via nodes connecting each branch, which can either expand to display more information or be turned off to save space on your display. If you click an image, you get what is called a pop-up. A pop-up is not only available in evolutionary trees, but most other columns in TimeScale Creator. It displays names, available images, different information such as calibration and definitions, references, and also hyperlinks, which can take your users to external information on the internet. The search function in TimeScale Creator allows you to search different names of either fossils or events. It gives you information such as the age of the event or fossil, whether it's a first occurrence or a last occurrence, other additional info such as its pop-up or calibration, and allows you to turn on and off the particular node. If you're interested in external data packs, you can go onto timescalecreator.org and choose from many different data packs that have been compiled involving regional geology, economic geology, and also anthropologic data. The map interface is one of several visualization features that TimeScale Creator has available to users. Map interfaces allow the users to see the location of data as well as the time involved in your particular data. Each white rectangle here represents a particular region. This particular region is the Bonaparte Basin, which is displaying its selected available data in green, its unselected available data in white, and interval data that is not available in the current selected time interval in red. Another visualization feature is the cross-plot tool. It lets you auto-plot depth data, which is shown on the left side vertically, to the age data in the Geologic 2012 data pack, which is displayed horizontally across the top, and correlates them, representing a depth to age plot and a curve representing the rate of deposition. Here we see a correlation between planktonic foraminifers in green, calcareous nanofossils in red, and benthic forams in blue. If you wish to have TimeScale Creator on the go, you can use TimeScale Creator Lite, which is a miniature version of TimeScale Creator. It allows users to select from a list of data, choose a particular time interval, and a scale to instantly generate a chart, which includes images and pop-ups. The most useful feature for TimeScale Creator Lite is that it works on iPads and iPhones. This is ideal for classroom work, conference work, or even in the field. I will now return it over to Katelyn, who is going to be talking about different projects in TimeScale Creator, including a project involving TimeScale Creator Lite.
All right. Thanks, Vicki. So the computer science group of the TimeScale Creator team has been working on creating Datapack makers. Currently we have makers for transects, lithology, and curves, curves being like sea level curves. And this is an example, this on the screen is an example of a transect within Transect Maker. You're able to make polygons around all the formations and then label them and select them as sandstone, limestone, volcanics, etc. To give the formations different patterns. And so another quick example of how it works is that you acquire a transect stratigraphy column and import it into the Transect Maker, where you can calibrate it by putting in timelines horizontally here, representing the boundaries between different ages. And then you can trace the polygons and make wavy and lapping lines, put in the formation patterns, etc. And then you export this as a text file, and when you import it into TimeScale Creator, you get an image of a transect, and you can also pull out vertical wells from it if you just want to look at certain sections, whether it be onshore or offshore. Another current project is being worked on in conjunction with the G-Plates group out of Australia, who we heard from at the last webinar. And we hope to integrate the Facies Maker output with plate reconstruction maps from G-Plates. So we would have the map changing in space and time as we saw in G-Plates, and then we would also, while they were moving, you would have the image of the facies changing in time as well. It would be kind of a merging of these two images and data sets. The TimeScale Creator Group is also currently collaborating with scientists in Nanjing, China, to provide graphics for their geo-biodiversity database. So they have word menus that TimeScale Creator uses, showing their nanofossil ranges here. And we're hoping to make a more user-friendly interface that is more graphical, where they can click on a region and it'll pull up information about the nanofossils in that area. Other ideas being considered for this year are creating a direct Datapack maker to online TimeScale Creator display. So this would allow all of the TimeScale Creator entities to be able to be accessed on the web for all users. Currently, they're not available on the web. You have to get special permission to get them. We're also working on geoeducation and outreach models on Earth history and stratigraphy interpretation. So specifically, right now I'm working on creating a lesson plan for 7th graders to learn about geologic time using the TimeScale Creator Lite. We also want TimeScale Creator to be a good data mining software. We're compiling vast amounts of information, and we want scientists to be able to extract larger patterns from all of this data. For example, with our TimeScale Creator data sets, we want to ask questions such as, are there intervals in Earth history when the accumulation of clay-rich sediments is common in basins within certain latitude bands? When CO2 levels rose in the past, what was the general change in environments as seen in the sedimentary records and global continental margins? And was this detrimental or advantageous to shallow marine ecosystems? These types of questions and patterns require global data sets of all types of information, and you need to look at many time intervals simultaneously to answer them. TimeScale Creator is just now becoming ripe to start answering some of these questions. We have data sets from Australia, China, India, North America. Rebecca and I are currently working on South America and Africa basins. We have some students from Brazil also helping with the South America basins as well. And we hope to do Russia sometime in the next few years. Another project that some of the undergraduate computer scientists are working on within the group is creating a 2D and/or 3D time viewing interface where you're able to look at a map or a globe and pick a point that's on the map to pull up a 2D lithostratigraphic section or transect of the area, or in 3D to be able to pull up kind of a cube, a three-dimensional cube of the geology in the area. So some other more idealistic goals that are long range is to have a generalized stratigraphic column of all major basins on all continents. So that's where we're hoping to get with my project in South America, Rebecca's project in Africa, and making these other generalized columns of the basins on all the continents. We also hope that we can create a common repository to store and update data and recalibrate it as the years go by. And then to also collaborate with other organizations to build this common repository so that everyone has common data to work with. And finally, to have a user-transparent array of websites so that people, again, getting people to access and share data together and collaborate on projects. And that's it for our presentation portion. If there are any questions, we can attempt to answer.
Great, thank you, Katelyn and Rebecca. Okay, so we have a few questions here, and the first one is, how are references and citations displayed in TimeScale Creator? So where the actual information about the dates and where they came from, how is that shown?
I'm glad you asked that. References can be displayed not only in the settings option in not only in the formatting, as we can see here on the bottom right, area, we can access references right here, along with hyperlinks to any information that we wish to include, but also in the pop-ups that we were talking about in the evolutionary trees. Pop-ups can be not only on specific fossil names, but also in the titles of each column. For instance, if I were to click on one of these fossils, I would get I can not only enter in the name and the image or the calibration, I could also enter in definitions, and if I wanted to, I could also enter in particular references for my image and also for the particular age calibration of the fossil. And if I wanted to, up here, I could enter in another reference telling you where I got the entirety of the data set.
All right, thank you. The next question is, I see that you're working on some educational modules. Are there any existing educational exercises for classroom use or tutorials on how to get started using TimeScale Creator?
I'm glad you asked that again. On timescalescreator.org, the website, there is a tab called Downloads. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there are several tutorials and workshops, along with a manual that can be downloaded, and you can read through each of the columns and how to use them. Furthermore, we also have, in the past, used TimeScale Creator for Purdue's EAPS 474 sedimentary stratigraphy class to represent different sea levels and other lithology for each lab. And for instance, if we were to use a lab for depositional environments, we're able to use TimeScale Creator to display information about how sea level affects the different changes in deposition and lithology.
Okay, thank you again. Next question is, did you say you're developing an API? And if so, when do you expect it to be ready for use?
I'm sorry, we're not computer scientists. What do you mean by API? Are you, do you mean the user interface?
Okay, it's a data service, and I'm going to embarrass myself by expanding the acronym incorrectly, but I believe it's the Applications Programming Interface or something like that that would allow somebody developing another application to be able to better use what you've developed.
So meaning that they would want to create their own code to add something to the website or to TimeScale Creator?
I'm not exactly sure to add to, but to be able to take advantage of some of the things that have been developed in TimeScale Creator. To get, sorry, here's some more information from the chat. To get the data in TimeScale Creator and use it in other applications. So.
Yeah. Not only can you create your own data packs with your own particular data if you use the private pro version, but also you can compile other people's data and also compare different data packs together on TimeScale Creator. And currently we are trying to move TimeScale Creator online. I know that one project that is in the works still that we have not confirmed to be going ahead with yet is we want to hopefully make a project where using Petrel and TimeScale Creator where you're able to see the lithology through time in different wells. I'm not sure if that answers your question though.
I think that's a great answer, and we'll see if any more follow-up comes up in the chat. You mentioned a pro version. Can you expand a bit on the difference between the pro version and the, I guess, free version?
Of course. In the free version, you can use the internal data pack and any data pack found on the TimeScale Creator website. However, the public version only allows you to create very small data packs yourself, about 300 lines. The pro version allows you to make unlimited size data packs, and also you get the most updated version of TimeScale Creator available to you first. And also you get a profile on the TimeScale Creator site. We have recently moved to an online account system for TimeScale Creator Pro.
Okay, another question is, how do you represent different types of uncertainty in age or time in TimeScale Creator? Normally,
we use different styles of lines to represent error. In this particular evolutionary tree that's being displayed right now, we can see there are different styles of lines connecting each of the forams. For instance, this one here is a dashed line. Well, over here, this is a dotted. How thick your line is, whether it's a solid line like this, if it had been on a branch, would suggest that we know for certain that this fossil is related to this one. And we knew exactly, or more or less exactly, when it had evolved. However, the fact that it's dashed means that there is more error, while this one, which is dotted, means there is an even higher amount of error. And over here on the zones, we have regular lines, which means there's a higher amount of certainty than the dashed line here. Does that help?
Yes, that's great. Thank you. Okay, so the next question that came in, we already have people going online and trying to use TimeScale Creator as we speak. And the question here is, how do you save a data pack? I'm trying to save data pack as JSON, and it doesn't seem to work in the free version. So is that something that's included in the free version, or is there another reason why that might not be working?
Let's see. TimeScale Creator normally does not use JSON files. It uses text files here.
Yeah, are you guys, are they accessing the makers? Because the makers aren't supposed to be online, so that would be new to us, new news to us if it were online.
If you go here to the data packs, you can open up the different data packs here, and you can download the particular text file like so. And you can, if you were to download the free TimeScale Creator, you can choose to enter in and choose
Choice of fun.
You can choose to enter data by putting Add Data Pack or replace data with Data Pack if you wish to only see the data that you've downloaded. Like so.
No.
Give the final box. Is this the newest one, I wonder? I don't remember what.
So we do have some clarification. Sorry, my mic. We can see if we can answer this here, or else maybe follow up offline. But the user is in TimeScale Creator, and an option under File is to save the data pack as JSON.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yes. In TimeScale Creator, an option under File is Save Data Pack as JSON.
Under the actual TimeScale Creator Java program itself, do you mean?
Yes.
Oh, I know the news. I know what it is now. Save data pack as JSON. This is for when you want to save out a lithology or a transect or a sea level curve and put it back into the maker. This currently is a brand new feature of TimeScale Creator and makers. Currently, or at least in my previous experience, you could only export a JSON and then put them back in the makers. However, it seems now, it has been updated, you can now upload JSON. That's brand new to me. Or you can now download JSON.
Okay.
I guess. That's handy.
Okay, thank you very much. You've gotten people excited about using this. So this question is, what is the best way to get feedback to TimeScale Creator if you're using it and you want to report something that isn't working the way you feel, or you have a suggestion, or you just have a question?
Yes. I as EAPS people, unfortunately, we do not do the coding for TimeScale Creator. However, we do report it to our VIP students, which are the vertical integration programmatics. I think it is. If you go to either to TimeScale Creator, contact, and you press contact, you can send emails directly to James Ogg if you wish, or you can email Dr. Ogg at jogg@purdue.edu, or you can contact one of us and we shall forward your emails to either Dr. Ogg or to one of the VIP students who are responsible for the particular piece of programming.
Okay, thank you. I don't see any further questions at this time, but we know how to contact you if more questions come up.
Yes, please do.
So there's only one presentation today, and I just want to say thanks to our presenters. This webinar will be available later, both at the EarthCube website and the C4P YouTube channel. So for future webinars, please check the C4P webinar schedule at the earthcube.org site. And thank you everyone for attending today, and hope to see you at a future webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you.